Okay, so collective, you'll never you'll never guess what happened to me, but I ain't gonna tell you. I'ma just essentially a thing happened and it just it I essentially it caused me to be like, okay, yeah, we about to get a collective read, or rather, I should say, uh, I was moved to do it. There's some type of like change that's happening. It's like if you're going through something or if something's happening. And it's crazy because it's not directly related, but this is what I'm getting. Like, okay, I'll just tell you what happened. So I had a quick little bout of like me. I was visiting someone and I wound up essentially leaving my battery on, right? That's my alarm to get the fuck. I wound up leaving my battery on. And you know, when you leave your battery on, your car might not start. So I walked to the car and the car was like, bitch, we ain't going nowhere. And then it went, bitch, we ain't going nowhere. Why you keep trying to start me? So I wound up calling with Justice at the bottom of the day. I didn't shuffle anything yet, but I wound up calling. Don't come up here. I wound up calling. Yeah, those. It's my babies. They don't let me leave the house without them. So even when I'm going to visit somebody for the night, they have to come. So, and I'm grateful for the people who love me, who love my babies as well. But um what was I saying? It's like now I'm all excited. Like it's a lot of energy of excitement. What I'm getting is if you're going through something and something happens unexpectedly, you're basically going to be faced with a cycle in which um whatever you need essentially appears. Um you've already been in the cycle for like the last few weeks. I don't know if you've noticed it yet. That's what I'm getting. But it's going to become more and more apparent. There's something that you're working on where you're actually doing the work that you should be doing, and it's putting you in this position. So whereas whenever you need something, you're calling in the fix for what you need. It's kind of like that find a need, feel it thing. There's the the spirit world, because of who you are, and this is a full moon reading. So it's even, it's even more, but because of who you are, and the work that you're doing, the work that you're meant to do for the spirit realm, for the collective, because of who I was about to sneeze. So where I'm from, there's a saying, if someone sneezes after a thing is said, it must be the truth. The only reason the sneeze didn't come out just now is because I'm recording and I tried to stop it because I don't have tissue handy right now. And it's going to be a lot for me to try and find the tissue. So, but we're just going to take that as a sneeze would have come. So, um, for the past few weeks, you've been in this energy to where basically justice is being awarded to you. And that's funny because I was explaining that after I saw the justice card, but I was already starting to get to that point before I even turned around and saw the deck had the justice at the bottom of the deck. Um, so yeah, justice with the page of pentacles is good news. So yeah, there's something you're working on. You're actually following your contract, even if whether you feel like you are or not, you're aligned. You're where you're supposed to be. You're doing the things you're supposed to do, and because you are doing that, the spirit realm is meeting your needs for whatever your needs are, whatever your needs, even if your needs change from day to day, the spirit team is working to meet your needs. This has been you have been in alignment for the, I'm hearing, like I said, the last few weeks. So I don't know if you look back and things that you have gone through, what have you, things that you've accomplished. Um, yeah, within the last few weeks, they've really been they've really been working on it for you. But I'm gonna make this quick because they told me to make it quick. So let me, and you see my little makeshift table because I wasn't prepared, but basically, seeing the magicians right there. What's this? Justice again, yo. What's at the bottom? Nine of Swords, something you're anxious about, but it's like good news. So like you don't have a reason to really be in this energy because this is what's under that. Yeah, Ace of Wands. You don't need to. Whatever it is that's happening that has you in this Nine of Swords energy, either you won't be there for long or you don't need to be there at all. And that's easier said than done. I understand, because when you're in the thick of things, things are like, oh, fuck all of this. When you're in the thick of things, you feel your feelings. Like I tell people, it's okay to feel your feelings, but don't get stuck there. You're getting stuck in your feelings, but they're telling you there's no reason for you to be like that or to feel like that, because they got you covered. Good news is coming with the higher. I thought I saw the Hierophant. Yeah, I do. Okay, so that threw me off. The Eight of Cups. Okay. So something is trying to make you feel like you have to walk away, or like you're walking away, or something's walking away from you. Something I'm hearing, something's making you feel like, whether it's like an energy being projected towards you, an entity being projected towards you, or just, general self-doubt, which, is very much so the Nine of Swords energy, right? Something is making you feel like you have to walk away from what you're doing, but spirit is telling you, like, no, stay the course. Yeah, chill, stay the course, and it's gonna lead you to all right. I'm sorry. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods and goddesses of the bloodline, please grant me clear and concise messages for the collective. um Please tap into my energy and allow me to tap into yours. Please protect the space and the energy, and me within the energy and the space. Anything being projected, any entities or energies or messages being projected towards me, let them be blocked. I said you please blind and banish any and all evil eyes, evil entities, evil spirits, and restrict and remove any and all monitoring eyes, monitoring entities, and monitoring spirits. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Please grant me clear and concise messages for this full moon energy, for this energy for the collective. So let's see what comes out. Cause the pre-message that I got is, it's all about showing up. Yo, like I split the deck to the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. It's all about showing up. Your ships are coming in. And that's what they looking like. So whatever. Oh, it's a big change. Shit, is that money? Yeah, your spirit team, dog. Whatever you shit. Whatever you're like talking yourself out of, or feeling a way about, or feeling like you're not good enough for it, what have you, your spirit team is like, nah, chill out. That Nine of Swords energy is gonna mess up. I'm not gonna say it's gonna mess up. It might be careful with the Nine of Swords energy right now, because you're already fully aligned and you already have everything going for you that you need to have going for you. But that Nine of Swords energy could put you in a position to, it can move you out of position, basically. You are being, that Nine of Swords energy, wherever it's coming from, is being projected onto you. And so you're being asked to basically, stay within yourself, stay the course, and keep fighting, keep walking the path that you're walking, because you're walking where you're supposed to be walking. Yeah, it's being projected towards you. You're walking where you're supposed to be walking. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you can get misaligned if you stay in that Nine of Swords energy. Because, like I said, for the past few weeks, you have been where you're supposed to be. So, and you'll know this is for you if, let's say, like for me, like I was saying, the battery, something so simple, something I pay attention to all the time, in some type of way, I wound up leaving the car on in a way that the battery died overnight. And so where I am, and I'm freaking out, and I text my dad, and I'm like, Daddy, and he's like, I'll come to you whenever I do this other thing that I gotta do. Okay, so I don't know how that happened, so I'll have to put them together. But yeah, essentially, my dad was like, I'll come to you whenever I'm done doing the thing that I have to do or whatever. Let me turn that down. And you heard I don't know if you heard the phone go off, but that was confirmation. But yeah, he was like, I'll do the things whenever I get a chance, with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yo, he's like, I'll come to you whenever I leave the house, right? Now, mind you, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on the full moon, like the full moon still in the sky. I'll get to you whenever I leave wherever I'm at. I'll be leaving here a little bit before 7, so I'll probably get to you around that time. Mind you, I have somewhere to be for 7 a.m. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I'm just thinking. But essentially, using my noggin, that was me pointing in my head. Using my noggin, I'm like, okay, let me see what I can find. What can I think about? What can I put together? And essentially, I was reminded that I am close to a university right now. Most universities have a what am I trying to say? A security department, right? Not saying only men work there, but whether they're men or women, they people in security departments tend to have things that you need in moments of peril, right? And so I just so happened to call them, and I was like, I'm like Googling the non-emergency line for the security department and everything. I called them, the dispatcher answers, and they were very nice, but initially when she answered the phone as if I was like bothering her. And that probably wasn't even her disposition. They probably having a really long night. So I didn't take it personally, but I'm just telling you for the sake of the story. Originally she answered the phone like I was bothering her. Right. And so while I'm talking, like I'm trying to figure out what's the best, because I'm the type of person where if I'm calling for assistance, it might take me a second to figure out which question is the most important question to ask. And that's a thing. I'm being told that that's a thing. You guys are trying to figure out sometimes what's the most appropriate question to ask. Or in a situation, you need to stop and think. You need to start stopping and thinking, okay, I might have all of these questions, but what's the most pertinent question? What's the thing that I need to ask? What's the one question I need to ask? And in many, that's going to give me the answer that I need. And in many cases, that one question, if you ask it the right way, it'll definitely get you the answers that you need with, and maybe some additional answers, right? Okay. So it's that's the energy. I feel like the way that happened was all over the place in my bad. Quick recap on the energy though. You've been in alignment. I'm repeating myself now, and I hate doing that. But you've been in alignment for the past few weeks, definitely. Things have been working together for your good and in your favor. Essentially keep doing that. There's some energy, some entity, something that's being sent towards you to distract you, to move you out of position. They're sent to make it look like you were struggling or not in position, is what I'm hearing. But you are already in position for whatever miracle, whatever's coming into you, you're already in position. Don't let the anxiety or what things look like distract you from what is what I'm getting. So let's see. Let's see what they're saying. All right, God, how you feel so light? Ooh, 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 shit. Yo, yeah. Okay. All right. So we got the Sun, the Hermit, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, Three of Pentacles, and the Star. So even though I don't normally take all of them like that, with the Ace of Pentacles still at the bottom of the deck, and I'm pretty sure I thought I shuffled that from down there. Like, because when I shuffle, I tend to try and grab it from the back to make sure that I do actually move all the cards if needed. To kind of make sure I'm giving a true shuffle. But anyway, so we have the Sun, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, the Three of Pentacles, and the Star. And I feel like essentially this is giving me, this is given what I already stated. So there's some illumination for you're withdrawn about something, but it's like whatever you're withdrawn about, it's an idea, a revelation. Okay, let me go back. There's an idea, a revelation, or something like that. Some type of opportunity, some purpose. I don't know where purpose came from. That wasn't what I was trying to say, but all right. So I guess it's purpose then. Some type of purpose that you have that's driving you. You're moving towards it. You're moving kind of slow with the Hermit and Knight of Pentacles, but you're doing it on your own too. It's like I just heard slow and steady wins the race, right? So you're moving towards whatever this alignment is, whatever this purpose is, you're moving towards it, but you're doing it by yourself. It's giving you're doing it by yourself to make sure you don't get distracted, and you're moving meticulously, like slowly, like not that you're not going to get it done, but you're trying to make sure that you don't skip any steps or you don't fall, is what I'm hearing. I don't know why you think you're gonna fall though. But I don't know what your purpose is, right? You could be talking about rock climbing for all I know. We don't want you to fall off the rock. Please be careful. Which I'm pretty sure that's not it, but just please be careful. Um, But the judgment is working with your spirit team into stardom, into healing, into achieving the purpose. So you go from the sun to the stars. So the purpose is illuminated. You're working on it. You're working with your spirit team with the Hermit and Knight of Pentacles and Judgment. You're trying to get everything accomplished. You're trying to. I just heard system of checks and balances. Or are you writing a list and checking it twice? Type shit. That's what it's given. A system of checks and balances. I know you. I mean, but are you Santa though? Because if you Santa and you a man, just hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, because I sit on the lap for a ring or whatever. I said sit on the lap. I didn't say it was gonna be the movement on the lap, but whatever. So the purpose is illuminated, and you've been working on it. And it looks, I'm getting you've been working on it for a little bit of time. Where how the tree is weaving, the branches, um, this whole thing is given like there's a map you were following, but it's like an internal map, which could, like I say, very well have something to do with your spirit team, especially with this lamp illuminating on the hermit crab. Hermit crab. Dude, hermit crab. Are you known for being by yourself? You're shedding. Are you molting like a hermit crab? Because they molt. They shed their skin. They shed their skin and find a bigger shell. So whatever energy you're in right now, you need to shed the energy and find the bigger energy, the more aligned energy, or go with the more aligned energy because it's already here. It goes, like I say, from the sun to the star. Judgment, Three of Pentacles, and the star. So you do wind up. There is a path in which you do wind up doing what you're supposed to be doing. And your spirit team is working with you heavily to help you accomplish this. Which is why they're saying don't get stuck in it. It goes, okay, so what I'm getting is this is the explanation of what I was saying before, or this is a reiteration, I should say, of what I was saying before. Like the purpose and everything, the contract or whatever has already been illuminated to you. You're moving towards it. You're moving kind of slow. You're being meticulous and stuff, but you're making steady moves. You are going. You just might take a little bit longer to get there, which is okay, right? Because you don't really want to rush things, especially things that seem to be great. But you also, sorry, y'all, you don't want to rush things that seem to be great or that seem to be leading towards greatness. Don't come up here. Go in the bag. I'm not playing with you. So I haven't pulled off yet because I literally stopped leaving to do the reading because of what was coming up. Not just in the energy, but what was in my energy. And then I got the message, hey, they need to know this. So you are being supported, which is what I started with in the beginning. You're in this energy. You're where you need to be, or you're following the path that you need to be following. You may be going slow, but you're following it, right? You're moving merrily along. The judgment is, the outcome is that you are working together with your spirit team to accomplish this stardom. Now, I don't know if this means like actual stardom, but whatever it is, whatever you're accomplishing, it's going to be illuminated. Amplified is what I heard also. Whatever you're doing is going to be illuminated and amplified. What's this judgment though? Can I get a card for judgment, please? God, how you so light? Oh shit, that's too many. Thank you though, but that's too many. Sorry, the mother cat is in heat, so I have to make sure she doesn't go out the window. So yeah. All right, please clarify the judgment, God. How you source of light? Ace of Swords. That's what came out for judgment. One more card for judgment and Ace of Swords, God. How you source of light? How yourself each ancestor spirit guide. Please give me one more card to clarify for the Justice, Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands. So this is magnetic energy. What I'm getting is what I'm saying is the truth. What I'm saying is the truth. You're gonna wind up in the Queen of Wands energy, whether you are already, and moving on to calmer waters, yeah. Whether you're already a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you may already be a fire sign, but essentially the judgment is you becoming more aligned and operating more so within yourself. See, look, and what you don't see coming is that your ships is coming in. So whatever energy, again, and it's a kind of, I hope I'm not losing y'all, because sometimes I feel like, well, in this, not sometimes, in this specific instance, I feel like I'm even talking in circles. I don't like repeating myself. That's like a general thing for me. I hate repeating myself. It's like a thorn in my side, a sword to my heart whenever I feel like I'm repeating myself. That's why when I'm talking to people, sometimes I be like, is my mic on? Even if I'm on the phone and they not listen, it's is my mic on? Type shit. So um like I said, I feel like I'm repeating myself and that's not my intention, and I'm gonna try to like stop doing that so I don't annoy y'all with it. But I feel like this is just reiterating what I said in the beginning. Um Whatever path you're on, you're in this energy of, please God Father Hermit. Well, hold on. Let me say this first. You're in this energy of being embodying being out in the cold, right? Embodying being standoffish is what I'm getting. You're working on something, but you're embodying being standoffish. And the one thing you have to be careful of is you're working with the divine on your path to like your purpose and whatever your contract is. Whether your contract has changed or been updated or whatever your spiritual contract is, you're actively working on it. You're actively within your purpose, which is great. However, this Hermit and Knight of Pentacles energy, the downside to that is even though you're by yourself and you're working on it, you have the capability, or it's a possibility of you staying too much in like a, I just heard woe is me energy, but they don't want you in that energy because the judgment is that you're going to get what you're striving for, but they need you to stay properly aligned so those things can continue to come in, right? Because you're already moving on to calmer waters. You're already moving on to a spot where something that you don't see coming is coming and your ships is coming in, but it's like a good change. It's like a ending of a cycle, right? So to the Seven of Wands, boy, I can't I can't make it up. And I just cut the deck to the nine of cups. So your wish fulfillment is coming in, but you run the risk. Okay, you run the risk of running off your wish fulfillment if you stay in this woe is me energy, or if you get into a woe is me energy. You're already in the energy of the wish fulfillment coming in. Like I said, Three of Wands, your ships are coming in. They're like on the, well, I know it's not right there, but your ships are coming in. They're almost here. They're almost here, literally. But you have to stay in a positive energy because there are energies around you, entities around you that don't want you to get to this part of the board. They don't want you to get over here at all, right? And the only way you can kind of like make sure that you still continue to get there no matter what's being shot towards you is to act like that shit is not coming at you. To act like there's nobody hating on you and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, people be hating and so on and so forth. People, I kind of have to deal with that a lot, as many of us do. Like, I'm not trying to put myself in, look, that's Princess, y'all. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal or anything like that, or make it seem a way is what I'll say, because I can't even properly formulate that emotion because Princess kind of, you know, but it's she's really sitting on my chest. Like, she's just sitting on my chest, literally. That's what they do. So, peachy butt, peachy butt. You might need to get down, mama. Yeah, lay right there. Okay, so you distracted my train of thought, and I don't think the audience is gonna like that. So just, you did all that just to get down, really, really? No, get out, girl. Come on, peachy butt, come up here. Come on, mommy. Good girl. my god, I love them children. They is disgusting. No, you're not gonna do it again. No, that's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. Stay your ass over there. Love you though. All right, she throwing everything off. Oh, she knocked one down. Oh shit, she knocked one down. Where is it? There it is. All right. Okay, the sun. All right, all right. So, like I was saying, your ships are already coming in. When you wind up in the wards me energy, or if you wind up allowing yourself to go into that wards me energy, essentially you're going to wind up moving yourself out of position. But you don't want to do that because the position you're currently in is judgment, where your wishes will be fulfilled, all things. And even if you don't know what your wishes are, your spirit team has a specific set list of great things they want to bring in for you. Even if you don't know what all you want, they know what you need, is what I'm hearing. And they're trying to bring it in for you. They're working with you to complete your manifestations. They're bringing in judgment for you. They're bringing in illumination for you, right? Um I wanted to clarify the hermit. What is that? And then the Eight of Pentacles flipped, but it didn't come out. All right. With the Hermit, Five of Swords. One more for the Hermit and the Five of Swords. God, how you supposed to like death? Are you in hermit mode because of like drama? Are you in hermit mode because of like not competition, but like competition for lack of a better word? Like it's fighting. Are you staying away from the fighting? One more for the Hermit, Five of Swords and the Death card. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're staying away from the fighting. Whatever, you walked away from fighting with the Hierophant at the bottom. Okay, so there's some type of conflict that you walked away from. Some arguing. I heard backbiting. I don't know what they mean. Like, I know what backbiting means, but I don't know what they mean by that in your situation. Arguments, conflict, confusion, and backbiting is what I heard. And you made the change, but that change bringing you to your Ace of Cups. That go peachy butt again. All right, come on now. You can't do this. Not right now. Not right now, honey. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. We about to go in a second. Just give me a second. um, yeah, you walked away from some type of conflict, gossip, lies. Don't do it again. Do you hear me? Don't do it again. Do you understand? Don't do it again. Um, that's why you're in hermit mode. There's a lot of gossip and conflict or surrounding either what you left behind. It's surrounding what you left behind, which is why you're so comfortable in the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles mode, because of the gossip and the backbiting and the conflict and things like that. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Wands. So you're gonna make it to your victory. Why are you doing this? You're making this longer than it needs to be. Stop it. Because you keep distracting me. Now I keep over talking and shit. And I'm not gonna cut this video. This one's gonna be all over the place, y'all. But sorry, it's Princess' fault. Okay. You're moving slowly, but you're gonna make it to that victory, that Six of Wands victory. You already won. The victory is yours, said the Lord. The victory. What did they say in church? I heard it, but I lost it. Just that because I said victory is yours, said the Lord, but that's not what I was trying to say. There's something else that they say in church, and if y'all can remember, you can put it in the comment section just in case other people need to, that memory needs to be jogged. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Victory is already yours, said the Lord. But is what I said, but that's not what I was trying to say. Now I'm hearing that song, Victory is Mine, that we were saying in church. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Victory today is mine. That's not what I was getting though. It's another one with Victory. Now I'm here Ty Tribbett. Does he have a song called Victory? Hold on, let me look that up real quick. I know Yolanda Adams got a song called Victory. Oh, he do have a song called Victory. What that sound like? I bet y'all know this song. Let's go. 17 years ago. Hey! I remember this song. Okay, so maybe y'all need to listen to this. Um, um, So y'all need to look that up because I don't want YouTube to flag it because I know they be flagging shit for the whatchamacallit. So I'm a hopefully they don't flag it. But Victory by Ty Tribbett, and I haven't heard that song in a long time. I haven't heard it in a long time. Y'all know I say all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love gospel music, I love God and stuff like that. I'm just not a big fan of religious form and fashion in the church. I can't say I'm not a fan of the church. I will say I'm not a fan of religious form and fashion in the church. And because there's so much of it across so many different institutional churches, I just don't really, I might find a church or two that I like and I'll stick with it, and I still don't go to that one all the time, right? I got two that I really like. I think one is definitely non-denominational. I go every so often. They love to see me come and I love to be in there, but I don't need all of those other people to have church because God is with me everywhere. God is with you everywhere. You don't need to be around all them people just to have church. You know what I'm saying? They say when two or more touch and agree, whatever. Well, guess what? The two or more is you and God. So that's y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So poof on that. But anyway, I'm hearing Victory by Ty Tribbett. Go look up those lyrics. I'm feeling like this, you're already on the path to victory, right? You already, you really already, I'm already home is what I'm hearing. That Jay-Z song with Swizz Beatz. Is that Swizz Beatz? Or is that Kid Cudi? I think that's Kid Cudi. They want me to they want me to fall from the top. They want me to drop. They want me to stop. They want me to go. I'm already gone. The shit that I'm on, I'm already home. So you already home. You already, this is giving, if this was a journey, you're already at, if this was a journey to a mansion is what I'm hearing. If this was a journey to a mansion, you're already walking up the, mansions tend to have winding roads leading up to the house and stuff like that. You're already walking up to the house. You're already on the property, right? If anything, you might even be in the gate. You're not in the gate yet, is what I'm hearing. You're walking up to the gate. But there's so many things that can distract you before you get to the gate and open the gate. Once you get to the gate and touch the gate, like touching the hem of his garment, once you get to the gate and touch the gate, you home. You're home now. You just got to get in the gate. The only thing that will stop you from getting in the gate is listening to naysayers and things like that. And that's what they don't want you to do. And naysayers can be inside of you. Like I said, there's energies, there's entities, there's feelings and things like that being projected towards you guys, because there are people who know, whether even if it's just the spirits that don't want you to succeed, the spirits that don't want you to win. There are entities that know that you are on your path and you're, because they know where you're going. You know where you're going and they know where you're going. And if you let them distract you, like, oh, you're not good enough and things like that, don't subscribe to that shit. Whatever you are doing, you are the greatest. All right? You can accomplish anything you set your heart and your mind to as long as God is in your corner. You tell God what you want and you tell God that you're ready for a life greater than anything you could have ever imagined, and He gonna work with you to manifest that shit. And I kid you not, it works. Like I said, like I started the reading, you are already good. You already protected. You already straight. What's really happening is you just have to stay the course. You just have to stay the course. Something is coming to try and make you feel like you can't make it, make you feel like you won't make it, make you feel like you're not good enough. But stay the course, even in the midst of those feelings. Turn on Victory by Ty Tribbett, and then kick them feelings in the ass straight out the door. Make sure you're saging. Make sure you're doing your spiritual cleanses. Do your egg cleanses if you need to. If you feel like you need to, or any type of other cleanse that you feel like will be good. And look, it's not even dark no more. The sun is out, so I can turn my light off. I can turn my light off. Whatever you feel like you need to do to clear your energy, make sure you are doing that, because that's going to help you. You have all of the tools you need to make it, and you're doing the work. You're doing the things, and you're walking that winding road. You're walking that path, baby. You following your spirit's hand, and you going. Even if you don't know where you're going, you going. You already doing it. Don't let anything, do not let anything make you feel like you can't make it. Because once you start thinking like that, it's not saying that you won't make it, but you'll have a whole lot more to fight against you if you start feeling like you can't make it. Be careful with that energy, because God is saying you are already where you need to be. Like I said, you're already on the property of the mansion. This big fucking Spanish colonial looking ass house. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I'm not even gonna kid you. It looks like a Spanish colonial house, like a mix between a Spanish colonial house and a castle, like a European castle, or like some a castle, some shit you'll see in Scotland. It looks like the house I'm seeing, this big beautiful ass mansion, looks like a mix between those. And I see grapevines in the background, and this is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, and I don't really know, because where I live at, we don't have houses like that, right? We don't have, I mean, they make wine out here. I'm pretty sure there's like, grape patches and shit, or vineyards or whatever the fuck out here. But where I am, we don't have stuff like that. And what I'm seeing right now is a big, big, big house with this. It's like a mix between a Spanish colonial home and like an Irish castle. Like, if you could combine those two aesthetics, that's what this house looks like. It's kind of a little dark, kind of a little light, but it looks good. It looks good. Sorry, I hope it didn't cut. And I'm gonna have to make this quick because my battery dying. But essentially, God is telling me to tell you that no matter what anything looks like around you, that Hermit, Knight of Pentacles, that desolate look, whatever it looks like, that's not actually what it is. It looks desolate, but what you have blinders on some type of way, or you're being shielded from the lush vegetation that's really surrounding you. Because even with all of these other cards, with the exception of the Five of Swords, the Death, the Hermit, and the Knight of Pentacles, everything else has lush vegetation around it. Everything else is a stream of blues and greens and purples, like royal and oranges and like illumination and stuff. So it's just that little, it's like a rough patch maybe that you're in. Don't let the rough patch get to you, because you are already where you're supposed to be. You're on your purpose. Obviously, you're on your path, but you're literally there. And the only thing that can stop you from getting to the gate and opening the gate with the correct code is if you get caught up in this Hermit, Knight of Pentacles energy, that woe is me energy that they're telling you to avoid. All right. Now, I done turned the phone off. I done turned it on vibrate. I done did everything that'll stop that clock from ticking, and it's still going off. And it seems to keep going off in moments where it's like confirmation. So yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Cups. Ooh, there's a King of Cups in the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles energy. If there's a man in this situation some type of way, don't tell him anything about your business. And maybe that's why you are in this energy, that Hermit, Knight of Pentacles energy. That's really important. Whatever you're trying to pull together, whatever you on the way, and it's even got I think it was the Knight of Swords or the Page of Swords? The Page of Swords. Where they like losing feathers in the midst of everything. Like you're making it to your destination, but you're losing feathers along the way or whatever. I think it's specifically what that thing said. Um, Whoever's causing that argument to make you lose feathers along the way, anybody, even if it's more than one person, they don't need to know anything. If you have to tell anybody, just talk to God and talk to yourself. But you need to keep this path hidden. You already have it, like you're already like not really telling people about it, whatever you're striving towards, but keep it like that. Because it's like a, I'm hearing one small step, or a thin line. A thin line between you crossing that path and you not. And if you don't do it, it'll be because you sat there and listened to other people and they're telling you don't do that. Because your Ace of Cups is right here. Your Judgment, your Three of Pentacles, your Star, like you literally there, bro. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. And whatever is happening around you, God is providing the solution. So even if it looks like the shit is not getting done, it is being worked out. It's already done. It is already done. So don't get caught up in what it looks like. That Hermit, Knight of Pentacles, don't get caught up in what you can see or what you can't see. Because everything happens on the spiritual realm before it happens in the physical. Just because you don't see it in the physical don't mean you're not, like I said, it's like you're walking in the garden of lush vegetation. Like you walking up to this house and it's got lush vegetation around it, like wine vineyards and everything, but you don't see none of that. You see like a path of desolation. You know ahead of you is greatness and you know where you're going. Like you understand that you're headed to the greatness, but just what you can see for face value is desolation. It doesn't matter. God has already put you in position and put someone else in position to assist you. Do not let anybody trick you out of your spot.